Hello, welcome to IG. I am Angeline Ong, and here is your personal look ahead to the coming week. And the economic data and the health of the world economy falls into focus again after a week where we've had the corporate season kick-started by the US banks. Let's take you through them quickly. China, we've got GDP growth. This is the early view of the growth rate there, along with industrial production and retail sales as well. We also have retail sales out of Germany, the powerhouse, economic powerhouse of Europe. And then this is followed by the ZEW economic sentiment, which is important because it gives us a bird's eye view to how businesses are feeling there. Consumer price index from Canada will be key as well, given inflation has been sticky there, much like the US and Europe. And from the US, look out for retail sales, import-export prices, and also the housing market gives us some data as well. Moving on midweek, it's all about the UK, especially given we're entering the second week of a Keir Starmer government. We've got consumer price numbers and producer price numbers as well. And from the US, the key ones will be the Beige Book and building permits and housing starts. And later in the week, the focus turns to the ECB because, of course, we've got the interest rate decision. I'll be on hand with Chris Beecham to break those out and help you to position ahead of that rate decision, likely to stay pat on interest rates, but so what they say will be more key than what they do. And finally, on Friday, look out for some key data coming out of Japan. The UK has a continuation of its consumer trend with consumer confidence numbers, and we also get the Baker Hughes oil rig count. Let's turn now to Bat, who's standing by from Tasty Live all the way from Chicago. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, market's still continuing this melt up, but we are now starting to see signs of fatigue. Here is a real treat for FX traders because the ECB. What's shaking out your side in the coming week?
Yeah, market's still climbing the wall of worry here in the U.S. at all-time highs with the equities, or around all-time highs with the equities. Saw a little bit of rotation yesterday with the Dow and the Russell this week, with the Dow and the Russell stock, Russell ETF being a lot stronger relative than the E-mini S&Ps and the NASDAQ or the Qs and the SPY. So we see a little bit of a rotation. We saw bonds percolate, which was nice. We saw your currencies, which I think even you could throw the yen in there too. I think European currencies in the coming climate that we have here in the U.S. with the elections, presidential elections looming, those might be a place of interest.
Speaking of elections, that was all the trading desk here could talk about yesterday. Clients calling in after those comments from Biden. Your eyes must be watering and not wanting to talk about this because clearly it's making headlines your side too. How do we trade this? How do we position for this? Because clearly you can position for Biden winning or Trump winning, but how do you position for if Biden steps down before the election?
Yeah, my father-in-law used to use the word peculiar a lot. What a peculiar election we are having right now in the U.S. My own feeling is right now on the betting markets, it looks like 50-50 here in the U.S. that he'll step down. I feel that he'll step down shortly. Again, just my personal opinion, shortly before the convention. And man, as Chicago got, I mean, last time Chicago had a convention was the 68 or so when Kennedy was around, and we had a little bit of turmoil then with the election. So it's funny how it repeats itself here in Chicago. I think he's going to step down just before then. Just my own personal feeling. And Harris is the only choice for them. And I think they're really stuck between a rock and a hard place. I think it's going to be a very uphill battle for the Democratic Party here in the U.S.
And I hear it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday to you, Bat.
Oh, thank you. That was very sweet of you.
25 again, I suppose.
One more time around the sun. Yes.
One more time. All right. Thank you very much, Anthony Batista there, all the way from Tasty Live in Chicago. Now, it's equally as key in terms of those of you that trade corporate earnings and also trading updates, because there are many to look out for. First up, Goldman Sachs second quarter earnings there, especially after its counterparts have also handed in their report cards. Tuesday, the big one here in the UK is Ocado. That's very well traded whenever they come out with earnings. And also we've got United Health, Bank of America, and Omnicom and Rio Tinto joining the party. Midweek, Johnson & Johnson and Alcoa are the ones to watch out with second quarter earnings. But ASML might be key as well, given that we had TSMC raising its revenue outlook once again. And on Thursday and Friday, it quietens down a bit, but not by much. Novartis and Netflix, the big ones to look out for out of both the pharma side and also in entertainment and streaming. And on Friday, it's all about American Express, which gives us a bird's eye view to the US economy, and also Burberry out with a trading statement in a time when China is having its plenum. And that's your quick look ahead to the coming week and how to position yourself and all the trading opportunities. Do look up IG for more trading strategies on YouTube on the short section, or you can Google my name and any financial instrument you're trading. This is IG.